Good day. Today Friday, September 2, 2022. The Shenzhou-14 crew completes first spacewalk mission, China's extravehicular tech more mature and task-oriented. Having moved into the China area domestic for almost 3 months, the Shenzhou-14 crew easily carried out its first extravehicular exercise on Thursday, the China Manned Space Agency, CMSA, said. The whole procedure took about 6 hours, and it was once the first time that taikonauts ventured out through the airlock cabin in the Wenshan Lab module, which simply arrived at the house station about a month ago. Mission commander of Shenzhou-14 Qindong and crew member Liu Yang have been assigned to behavior the spacewalk mission this time, whilst their teammate Kai Xuz used to be accountable for quite a number aid work interior the cabin, Kingdom Media China Central Television reported. They started getting ready for their exit carrying spacesuits at 3:48 p.m. on Thursday, and at 7 p.m., the two efficiently moved out of the cabin. Together, Chen and Liu performed the setup of the prolonged pump set of the Wenshan and the lifting of the panoramic camera, as nicely as different duties with the assistance of the small robotic arm, and carried out emergency return functionality verification. Unlike preceding instances when the Shenzhou-12 and -13 crews exited the area station via the Tan core cabin, the Shenzhou-14 crew for the first time ventured out through the airlock cabin in the Wenshan Lab module, which simply arrived at the house station on July 25. The node cabin for the taikonauts exit in the Tan has a gate width of 85 cm, whilst the airlock cabin in the Wenshan is 1 meter wide, permitting taikonauts with house fits on and gear in hand to stroll greater freely into space. Developer and producer of the cabin, the China Academy of Space Technology, CAST, stated in an announcement it dispatched to the Global Times. Therefore, the airlock cabin of the Wenshan will end up the most important exit entry factor for extravehicular activities, whilst the preceding one in the Tan will serve as backup. The two exit entry cabins will substantially enhance the reliability and make certain the protection of taikonauts in case of an emergency at some point of extravehicular work, in accordance to Li Jinlin, a chief fashion designer of extravehicular fits at the astronaut system at the China Manned Space Agency. Exiting from the Wenshan Lab module as a substitute for the Tan ability that the taikonauts need to take special routes and that requires a number of technical adjustments, Wang Yanan, chief editor of Beijing-based Aerospace Knowledge magazine, advised the Global Times on Thursday. The profitable mission has proven the feasibility of the use of the Wenshan as the primary exit entry gate, specialists noted. Thursday's mission additionally demonstrated the features of the 5-meter-long small robotic arm established backyard of the airlock cabin. With 7 tiers of freedom, the set has greater precision and flexibility to grasp small and medium-sized portions of gear and is successful in extra-subtle operations than the better robotic arm with the Tan module. During the building stage of the area station, taikonauts have to do whole tools installation, maintenance, and different duties outdoors the cabin. With a higher variety of motion wanted for an extra difficult extravehicular activity, security necessities have also turned out to be greater stringent. Therefore, lookup groups have developed a longer and retractable security rope, permitting extra than 10 meters of connection between the taikonauts and the module. This will no longer solely pose little interference to spacesuits or the motion of the taikonauts, however, will additionally face up to the check of the house surroundings with a 200°C temperature gap, house irradiation, and different harsh conditions, the cast noted. Over greater than 3 years, floor lookup groups have independently developed 238 outboard preservation equipment in 36 classes for the core module and the Wenshan Lab module, with a complete weight of 509 kilograms, it added. Another spotlight of Thursday's mission is the assistance of domestically developed high-end aerospace chips. Considered the cells and even the coronary heart of a spacecraft, China has made important growth in growing its fine and quantity, in the face of a crackdown via the U.S. On Wednesday, U.S. chip fashion designer NVIDIA Corp stated that the U.S. authorities instructed the corporation to cease exporting two Pinnacle computing chips for synthetic genius work to China, said Reuters. China has been making regular development in planning extravehicular activities. The first batch of taikonauts coming into the Shenzhou-12 crew, carried out one spacewalk mission, whilst for their successor, the Shenzhou-13 crew, 2 missions had been correctly completed. The Shenzhou-14 squad is predicted to behave 2 to 3 spacewalk missions. Experts stated that in contrast with preceding times, which have been greater targeted on science verification, Shenzhou-14's extravehicular things to do are greater task-oriented. With extravehicular exercise turning into extra-regular, associated applied sciences have additionally grown to be extra mature. The Shenzhou-12 and -13 missions had been frequently for technical verification, however now with the Shenzhou-14, these applied sciences will enter the software stage, as our Wenshan module has arrived, and a lot of simple work wants to be done, Song Zongping, a TV commentator who intently follows China's House program, instructed the Global Times on Thursday. Meanwhile, a giant quantity of education work is additionally wanted for the upcoming Mengshan launch and docking, so now we are following the proper wants of constructing the house station to prepare extravehicular activities, and it truly is very unique from the preceding mission, Song said. Since they arrived at China's house station on June 5, the 3 crew contributors of Shenzhou-14 have spent 88 days in orbit. They have performed a couple of duties such as the switch of substances from the cargo spacecraft, in-orbit checking out of the Wenshan Lab module, unlocking the science test cabinets, useful exams of the small robotic arm, and the administration of the area station assembly, in accordance to the CMSA. Thanks for watching, and subscribing to the channel.